Michael Jai wanted him bad.
Michael Jai White was always praised by martial artists around the world for his fighting skills.
Michael Jai White is absolutely legit.
2 weeks before that fight, I was hanging out with Michael Jai White. That mother is legit, by the way.
I'm truly just inspired to have him here at the house. So.
Bro, thank you. I got to fan out a little bit, move around with the goat for a minute.
I'm gonna post a video on my social media account. I got my butt whooped.
On the other end, Steven Seagal has been laughed about by many people in his field.
I will slap him, pop, 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 pop in the face, grab his ponytail, maybe a headbutt here and there, and then fold him up.
I just read the greatest script I've ever read in my life. He goes, really? Who wrote it? I did.
You versus Judo Gene LaBelle. What exactly happened on the set of that movie?
I don't even know if he's still alive. Is he still alive?
Actually, we just had him on the show like 3 weeks ago.
I never knew this about him. Either he is a pathological liar or he had somebody, you know, making up these stories. And so if he said that, he is a pathological scumbag liar.
You're saying that someone has created this sort of fable, this myth of an altercation that never even happened. And I'm just wondering how it has continued to live on.
Gene LaBelle has never even said anything impolite to me.
Would you ever admit it, A? And B, I mean, obviously the guy's a liar. I mean, he told everybody he taught Anderson Silva that kick. I mean, seriously, the guy doesn't have a very good track record.
Just kind of get him frustrated and then fake low and come high and do that kick that I've been teaching you and kick him in the head or the face. And he did exactly what I said and exactly what I wanted to happen happened.
So Steven Seagal hits the shit out of people. Some people go along with it, some people don't. But he cracks people.
You did a fight scene with him. Did he punch you for real?
No.
So he knew who to punch.
I'm going to try not to be insulted, man. I've been doing martial arts all my life. How could it be fake?
Steven has also been highly critical of other martial artists in Hollywood.
I mean, for real, if he was on the street and there was a situation, you wanted this Hollywood guy by your side because he could defend himself. Michael Jai White.
Can I laugh in your face?
He asked Steven if he thought that Michael Jai White is a tough guy. And Steven's response was, can I laugh in your face?
Yeah, right.
Who's a tough guy? Do I think Michael is a tough guy? No. Do I think he's a martial artist? No.
Do I think Michael Jai White is a tough guy? No. Do I think he's a martial artist? No.
No, right, yeah. Steven embarrassed himself. Because, I mean, Steven hired me 3 different times. He apologized to me face to face in Thailand when we ran into each other. So here's a guy who's never done that. He's never had to block a punch intended to knock his ass out.
Thoughts on Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Can I laugh in your face? Do I think Jean-Claude's a tough guy or martial artist? No.
Van Damme. Do you know Van Damme?
No.
He was like a champion somewhere, and
Well, I mean, I just promised all my mentors that I was going to be a good boy. I think that that's a matter of opinion, that he was a champion anywhere.
What about Steven Seagal? Can you tell Steven Seagal?
Yeah, Steven Seagal.
Okay, okay.
I met the guy a few times. He's a nice guy. Doesn't like me much. I like him a lot.
In an actual fight between Steven Seagal and Jean-Claude Van Damme, who would you give it to?
If Jean-Claude Van Damme, look, anybody. I'm sorry. In my belief, you would beat Steven Seagal. In a way, I look at Steven Seagal as a modern day David Carradine that kind of has a delusions of grandeur. Just like David Carradine, it's the other guys that make you look good. See if Steven Seagal is doing anything physically in a movie that your dad can't do.
The bad reputation of Steven almost got him beat up in the set of his movie Exit Wounds.
I was the UN between kept Michael Jai White from hurting Steven Seagal. So Steven Seagal, you're welcome.
I asked the director, and he told me in this way, what we're gonna do, we're gonna make sure that that fight scene with you and Steven Seagal is the last thing we shoot. Because if you hurt him, we can finish the fight scene with his stunt double. Really? Are you serious? Yeah, because if you like really fuck him up, you know, we don't need him around. And I was like, you're trying to get me to hurt Steven Seagal. You really like punch him in the face or you knock his teeth out. We won't need him. We can finish it with the stunt double. I'm like, these grown-ass men are trying to set up Steven Seagal. I know everybody wanted to see him get hurt.
Well, because he had a history of hurting
Yes.
stunt doubles, right?
Yeah. I hate bullies and I'm not gonna be one. Steven Seagal is not a fighter, okay? I would never do that to any person. I don't care if it's Steven Seagal or whatever, even if you feel like you deserve that. That's not me.